Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Echo, Jenna's Root. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it free on itch.io, but if you want to support the people that made this game and make other games, you can go to their Patreon, where it's monies. I didn't actually look at the price because this game is free, so what are you gonna do? So, on last Let's Play, we restarted the game and pressed the skip button, which went really fast, at which point we got to the disagreement part where we chose Jenna. And, seems like we're talking quite a bit about her family, where she has one brother that's, unalived himself. I'm not sure if I can say that word in like the first minutes of YouTube. A missing father, walked out one day or killed or something like that. I don't know. A mother who probably is also a drug addict. I don't know. Or abusive. And a younger brother that's still alive, probably a drug addict, but she seems to be okay with them. I don't know. We'll have to see how this goes. But yeah, to cheer Chi up, we went on a hike and we're going to pee. Just set my face and continue. Jenna really was an enigma. She's nice enough and smart, but she has this edge about her that always had me on guard for some reason. Fur prickles at the back of my neck. I'm not sure what it is, but something isn't right. I look left and right, in the small chance that someone else is coming up the trail. It's weird feeling like this in broad daylight. Normally, I don't get so uptight unless it's dark. Let me guess, it's spoida. I hear it's the opposite with species that can see better at night. Something's watching you from the brush. A shiver runs up my spine, and I stumble under the influence. As if on its own accord, my head whips around, immediately focusing on the clump of sagebrush 30 feet away. And there, right in the middle, someone's face is staring at me. I can only call it a face because there are two eyes and a mouth, but I've never seen anything like it. It's flat, wide, and stretched out, sagging where the chin should be. Is this gonna be like, oh hey, there's this, it's actually just a bush, or is this gonna be a thing we're immediately going for the creepiness by someone's face is there? I can't help myself. I yelp loudly and stumble to the side as I whip my body around to defend myself, somehow curious at the fact, conscious of the fact that my dick is out. Then, all of it comes together. I stare at it for a few seconds longer, then force out a tight, high-pitched laugh. Are you fucking kidding me? It's a rock. A white rock with sagebrush twigs that have fallen over it perfectly to give its feature similar to that of a face. I sigh and rub my own face with both my paws, feeling my heart hammering in my chest. I always did this shit to myself. As I lower my paws, I notice a wet speck across the left side of my pants. I hadn't finished peeing yet. Fucking son of a bitch. I hiss and turn back to the boulder, trying to work myself in the peeing mood again. Finally, as I start finishing up, the prickling feeling in my neck starts up again. I try to ignore it, but it's getting worse and worse. I shake my hips around a few times, then zip up and turn back around the boulder. It's at this point that I give a quick glance back at the brush. The rock isn't there anymore. I stare, one paw on the boulder, feeling my fur starting to bristle out all over my body. What? Maybe it's because I'm at a different angle now. The feeling of being washed is overpowering, though, and it's coming from the other side of the boulder, where I was just at. I look up the trail, but don't see Teacher or Jen at all. I can't even hear them. I look back towards the boulder, wondering if I'm losing my mind. Gritting my teeth, I turn away and start back up the trail at a brisk walk, knowing that I'm acting just like a little kid. Despite that, I feel myself start to panic a little, and soon enough, I'm running up the trail, and I'm not looking back. We made it! He says it even though he's already sitting down on what looks like a rock bench. He probably got there a good 10 minutes before us. I'm sweating all over the place, but Jenna seems fine. It's embarrassing because it's only now that I realize she'd been hanging back because of me. Group hug! Hold on a second, I got piss on my legs. TJ stands and holds his paws out. I went to protest because of how gross it must look, but Jenna sort of forced me into it as TJ walks up to us. This was a lot of fun, guys. Thanks for coming. Well, we're glad you had fun, even if we weren't able to keep up. As we lean back from the hug, I see Jenna's nose wrinkle. I press my tail a little closer to my rear. Alright, let's eat. What, she don't like the stank? We sit down on a rock bench, and TJ starts pulling the sandwiches out of the soft cooler. He'd been so excited about the trip that he'd gone to the convenience store by himself at 5 in the morning and made all of our sandwiches. It's actually pretty good too. There's even avocado in it, or on it, even if it's the packaged, musty kind, according to him. Bushy. We eat in silence for a while, and looking over, I can see Jenna's deep in thought, chewing slowly. What's up? She shrugs, then swallows. Ooh. Just thinking about how this might be the last time we really get to hang out, that's all. That's kind of a sad thing to say. I mean, also that sad thing to say is, someday you're gonna eat your last taco. 'Cause it do be like that. Well, think about it. I graduate in a few months, then be off to the other side of the country. Then you'll graduate. You'll graduate, Chase. I don't think you'll be sticking around here. Maybe. And you, TJ, you might just leave the country. That would make sense. TJ's parents are back in his hometown. Where's that? I think we'll get together again. It's just a matter of planning. It's planning it right. It might be a while, but it'll happen, and there's always the internet. God, it's kind of weird that, like, I've known my friends for the longest time, you know, my main group of friends right now, and did we meet? Yeah, we met over 3 years ago, or me and them, because I remember the first time I went there at MFF, got sick from, like, poutine, too much cheese, I guess. The second time I got piss drunk, and then the third time I drank a bit, but it was actually, you know, manageable. It was just like, wow, 3 years ago, that's a while. I'm just saying, I hope Flynn can get over himself before the end of our trip. I don't think this should be a big send-off. We've still got time. I lean back and drape my arms over my back of the bench, closing my eyes. I really want to take my shirt off though. The fabric is almost soaked through, and it's clinging in a really gross way to my fur. The sun is beating down on me, shining bright red through my eyelids. If only there was a pond up here, I'd be able to sink to the bottom, the sun reduced to a shimmering silver. My type really isn't built for this kind of weather, nor is my type for Texas. West Texas, I don't know, but East Texas, no. Too many bugs, too hot, and too humid. I feel Jenna shift next to me, and suddenly I feel her nose up against my ear, and I shiver a little. What the hell was she doing? I start to turn my head towards her. Chase, do you need some musk off? I open my eyes, then squint against the brightness of the sun. I looked at the sun! What? I said. She leans forward, obviously knowing TJ to hear. She laughs a little before she starts again. You're smelling a little strong. Instantly, my ears burn, and I scooch away instinctively, lowering my eyes. Shit, sorry. No, it's alright. You didn't know. We were going on a hike before you packed. But I have some. T is looking over at us curiously as he nibbles on a salad wrap, ears perked, and I don't know why, but I glare at him, already humiliated enough. He frowns. What? Nothing. Jenna's just telling me I stink. Oh. Jenna laughs, then reaches over her backpack and opens the top zipper, talking in a normal voice now. It's the female brand, so it's not as strong, but should get the job done. Thanks. I grumble and snatch it from her paw, instantly feeling shitty about it because I know she's just trying to be nice. Even though TJ and Jenna are probably the nicest of our little group, it's still fucking embarrassing. I'd actually prefer Flynn's ribbing right now. Could have said rimming. I stalk off to a rather large bush and pull down my pants. The can is pink and covered in flowers. Great. I grab my tail and yank it up before giving my ass a good, liberal dose of girl smells. Do you spray it directly on your ass? I mean, I guess you use deodorant on your armpits or something. Whatever. Of course, if I was going to be doing anything sweat-inducing, I would have brought my own boy-smelling brand. Like Max body spray. God, I hated that stuff. I'm not sure what it's like in a teenage boy's locker room these days, but being in a teenage boy's locker room in the early 2000s, it was bad because think of horny teenagers watching TV and being like, oh, if I put this body spray on, girls are going to jump on me and want to have sex with me, and all of them will want to do that. So they're like, shh, 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 and then it's just like, great. Now it feels worse than the perfume aisle of, I don't know, Macy's or something. And I guess that might even be a bit too old for most people. Basically, in the old days, they'd spray a lot of perfume in, like, Macy's or whatever, so people would buy it. Anyways, back to the thing. But I'm stuck with this, smelling like a girl in front of Jenna. I mean, this might unlock something in you, Chase, just saying. You do like to be fucked like a girl, ooh ooh. Anyways, guess it's better than nothing. Unless Leo is the sub all along. As soon as I come back around the brush, I can tell something's off. TJ meets eyes with me, then quickly looks down frowning. I glare. I'd honestly be happier if he just joined in with Jenna and laughed at me instead. She's buried in her phone right now, which is annoying since she told us before the hike that phones weren't allowed. All done? She doesn't even look up, but points at the bag with her foot. Go ahead and stick it back in the bag. I sigh and bend over to shove the can back in, then notice that it's been zipped closed again. Without thinking, I zip it back and wind the gap, and immediately find a big, furry, orange, and black spider glaring at me from the bag. I was like, okay, this is probably a prank. I scream like a fucking girl and jump, dropping the can, stumbling back, and falling flat on my ass as I trip over some rocks. I land on my tail wrong, and sense a jolt of pain up my back. Jenna, who's already started laughing at the moment I screamed, puts a paw on her muzzle. Only one, though, because the other is holding her camera phone, and she's filming the whole fucking thing. Oh god, are you okay? She's still smiling behind her paw. Fine. I guess I have a decision to make. whether to get mad or just shrug it off and laugh with them. I go with the latter and grin sheepishly. Wow, I'd expect that from you, Jenna. But TJ, what the hell, man? TJ flinches, a sad look on his face. She told me she'd throw me off the cliff if I said anything. Jenna laughs again and puts her phone away before packing up the can and shoving it into the bag. Picking up the can. Success. Where the hell did you even get that from? That one rest stop with the souvenir shop. Alright, everyone done? I know you need to get some shots of the canyon chase. Let's go do that. I'm not sure if this is the same image from, the smoke room? Kinda looks like it. I sit cross-legged next to Jenna, a bit further back than she is, with her legs dangling over the edge of the cliff. I guess someone, that's so confident about her life and future isn't worried about falling 80 feet to her death. It's sort of the opposite of Carl, but with the same result. You know, one good thing about this place is stuff like this. Hanging off the ledge of a cliff? Lack of people. The mountains. I'll miss that. I hear the mountains back east are small, like hills. It sounds nice too. She picks up a sizable rock and tosses it off the edge, listening to the clatter and echo as it bounces down the cliff. Doesn't really matter though. I'll be living in a big city, way bigger than Peyton. Are you nervous? About living in a big city? No, I'm more anxious to get started with school actually. And, of course, I'll miss you guys too, a lot. She flicks her ears back at TJ, who's flat on his back under a tree behind us, snoring lightly. I have my forearm across my forehead, the oils from my waterproof fur sliding nastily against each other. Sorry, but I pull my shirt off. I need to let my shirt dry out. It's fucking gross. She looks over at me. Then, her silver and turquoise necklace catching light and flashing briefly. Jenna looks perfect, of course. The fur on her face and arms is brushed in the lay? Blushed with the lay. Held together by some sort of spray, probably. Okay. Sure. What's a lay? By comparison, I look like a soggy log covered with wet brown mold. I blush and look down, the bravado I had worked up to take off my shirt dissipating under her gaze. I mean, she's taking in the goods, brah. Just joking. She doesn't laugh, though. I was wondering when you were going to take that off. Looked really uncomfortable. Yeah. Sorry. I'm gross. It's not gross. It's just what your body does to survive. She just sometimes says things that I suspect carry a lot more meaning than what's on the surface level. But honestly, I'm too dumb to figure it out. I really hope my smell isn't overpowering the spray. But I'm in the middle of leaning to the side to see if I can catch a whiff of my butt musk, and I jolt back up. Huh? What was kind of gross is that there was another smell. Oh. Wait, oh? Yeah, did you pee on yourself? It takes me a second to register what you just said. Then it hits me, and this time I have to close my eyes out of shame. Look, it's called water sports, okay? Sometimes people do it with themselves. Of course, she's gonna smell that. Foxes can smell fucking everything on you that's happened in the last week. Yeah, I did. She laughs this time, and I look away, off into the canyon again. I know it can happen, but it smells like it was a lot, is all. I sigh and lean back on my paws, then my head hang back. I debate telling her exactly what happened, since it seems so childish. It's not like she's being mean. She has the demeanor about her that makes you want to talk. Must be that psych degree at work. I just saw something that scared me a little, so when I jumped, it got some on me. What did you see? She lays out, flat on her back, legs still dangling over the side with her paws behind her head. I guess so she can get a better look at me. I avoid looking right at her, in case she thinks I'm staring. Okay, this is gonna sound stupid, but I just felt like I was being watched. You know when you psych yourself up and everything's scary? Of course. So I felt that behind me, and when I looked, I saw what sort of looked like a face in some sagebrush. Just talking about it right now is getting my fur to prickle. I hadn't really thought about it since it happened, and now that I am, it's only now that I'm realizing how weird it all was. Huh? Is it, wait, like a face you recognized? No, it was sort of flat, like it didn't have a muzzle, and white. They call these things white people. I look back at Jenna, but she's not looking at me. Instead, she's looking past me. That is weird. Yeah, but it was a rock. We were wired to recognize faces, so we find them in a lot of things. Yeah, I mean twigs and stuff were falling across it in a way that made it look like it had eyes and stuff, but then I realized what it was. But I jumped and got pee on myself, so that's what happened. That's, what's weird is that when I was leaving, I couldn't see it anymore. I say that last part with a laugh, mostly to hide how freaked out I am about it. Then I look at Jenna again. I can see the fur on her neck has lifted a little. Was probably just the angle, though. You alright? Jenna looks back at me. I can tell she's debating whether or not to tell me something. I wait. Just made me think about when I was a kid. I hadn't thought about it for years, actually. I pause. Do you want to talk about it? I'm worried I'm about to open up a can of worms. It wasn't traumatizing or anything like that. Well, it was, actually. But it wasn't real. Did you see a face? Yeah, not exactly like yours, though. It was more of a red color, but it was flat, too. That's what made me think of it. Whoa. Yeah, it had a body too, but I can't really remember exactly what it was like. Did you dream it? No, not really a dream. At least, not in the sense that I was asleep when it happened. I just see it walking around in broad daylight sometimes. What the hell? Are these things like real, solid memories? Like, it really happened? I don't know. It usually happened when I was sad or angry. Like when Dad was having one of his moments. I'd just see it walk past the doorway or sit in the closet. Really? What the fuck? This was a long time ago, like when I was 5. I don't want you to think I'm crazy, Chase. So is this why she's going into psychology? Because of her family, and also she's like, am I crazy? Though this is also the thing, in the smoke room in Murdoch's room? Yeah. I'm going to put this mouse on screen, and when I take it off, actually here's better. When I take it off, I'm going to I'll put it on, and then when I take it off is when I'm going to stop spoiling. 3, 2, 1. So in Murdoch's route, we find out this thing where if you're in like a really bad mood or something, or a not good mood, you see things. So it's like, if you're anxious or depressed or scared or something like that, then you see pictures where they're different. One is, hey, there's a giant slug on this hill. But then if you, get yourself off, if you get yourself off in one way or another, you don't see it anymore. Or have canvas. Okay, it's off screen. 3, 2, 1. Okay, back to it. Crazy. I don't. I saw things too, as a kid. Yeah, I think you've told me. I had, and it's something I don't really want to think about right now. I'm pretty sure it's just something my mind made up, because I was under a lot of stress. The brain can make up whatever it wants, really. It's part of the reason I went into the field that I did. I want to help figure these things out. Do you see it anymore? At all? She's quiet for a while, then shakes her head. No. My phone goes off. My phone goes off then, and I jump with a little yelp. Jenna laughs and breaks the tension a little bit, so I laugh with her. I know you said no phones, but you already used yours, so I think I get a freebie. Hey, I had to record your reaction for posterity. Looking at the message, I see it's from Leo. Where are you? I stare at it for a second. It seems a little short. Usually, Leo throws in cheesy emoticons or anything. When he's not angry, of course. Janice notices my expression. What's up? It's just Leo. Now, remember when we weren't in Leo's route when we were doing TJ's route? We didn't see much of Leo because he's angry at us. He's angry at us, so he's avoiding us. And for reasons. But when we do Leo's route, he basically tells everybody that I'm not available so he can, monopolize on our time. Type out a quick response. I'm hiking with TJ and Jenna. And did we forget to tell you that? And almost instantaneously, I get a response. Yeah, you did. He's definitely got something up his ass. Oof, boy getting pissy. Maybe. I can never tell with him. Jenna's phone goes off right then. Speak of the devil. Since it seems like she's invited me, I lean over to read her phone. What the hell? I feel myself getting a little angry. What the fuck's his problem? Jenna gives a little playful smirk as she sits up and puts her phone away without responding. Aw, he's jealous. I mean, if I was with a group of friends and they were just kind of off doing something without me, I'm not sure how I'd feel if one of them was my ex or something like that. I don't know, if it's hey, we organized a weekend to be together and you guys are just fucking off for the better part of a day. It's a little bit rude. Because Leo wasn't being the jerk face at the, thing. I mean, none's inviting Flynn in on this? Sure. What about Carl and, Leo? Leo, don't know what he would do. Carl, you'd probably be I'll just be in the parking lot smoking weed, dude. That gets me flustered for some reason. You think so? That, and he probably wants us all to hang out together, which we should, but we need some time away before you give Flynn another chance. I mean, you don't need to have Flynn along with you guys. Anyway, we should head back. If we start now, we could grab dinner at the diner by 6. Dinner at the diner? Jenna gets up and goes to wake TJ, but I'm sort of lost in thought. I feel bad for Leo. Was he mad at me for not talking to him by the lake yesterday? Well, with this scene change, and with us about 45 seconds before the 30-minute mark, I think that's a good time to call it. Hyena. So that's going to be the end of this Let's Play. So please comment, because I like comments. Don't you dislike Tip 6 otherwise? Wait. How did I do this over a year ago? Oh, maybe it's because we haven't done a year's long of it, but maybe there's just a whole bunch of stuff beforehand. Well, I guess there was Route 65 or something. I don't know. I'm tired, don't want to think about it. Anyways, comment casually, comment if you like, dislike, tips, or otherwise. If you like me, YouTube, and like see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos to help it grow. And please remember to spay your animals to help control the pet population. And if you want to play this game, it's available free on itch.io. But if you want to support people that made this game, and or help them make other games, then you can go to Patreon, where it's... Fuck, let's just look it up. I'm here. Not two H's. Go. What's this? Patreon. Clicking on the things. Meow ship. $3 a month. And until next time, I'll let's play me. GamerWolfSix of Echo. So thanks and see ya. Get on the right screen.